एक्शन पापा. 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 सुनाई दे रहा है, बेरा नहीं हूं मैं.
Hey there and a very warm welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to extract the audio from that video, or you can say the meme, which all of you guys have already watched. So yeah, I think we shouldn't waste any more time, and yeah, so this is a project we're going to build. And if you haven't watched my previous video where I have talked about this project, basically what it does, so you don't need to worry about, although I would definitely say that go watch that first video because that is going to give you a brief overview of this moviepy.editor library which we're going to use to extract, right? So yeah, so all right, so let me give you a brief introduction of this project, right? So what it project does is that it takes a video input, right? Then it asks for the desired audio extension, and then what it does is that it extracts the audio of the video given and change it into an audio file, right? So from video file to audio file, and you can also decide the desired audio extension as well, right? So that is what it can do, and yeah, so yeah, let's just start creating it, and for that I'll make a new folder and let's give it a name of my module 2 and open it by doing this code space dot in PowerShell, and yeah, it will open just like this in Visual Studio Code. So all right, after that we're going to make some folders. So the first folder will be audios, where we'll basically save the audio, right? Then the second one will be videos. Not like this actually, I'd like to delete this. Yeah, so not like this, I would say. Yeah, like this. And then finally we're going to make a file, our main file, which is going to be main.py. And yeah, just like this. So I'm going to explain why I made this audios and videos file, but before doing that, let me tell you how many libraries and what libraries you have to use for this project, right? So the first one is obviously going to be moviepy.editor, right? So yeah, just like this, and then sys, and the third one is going to be shuttle. So I think sys and shuttle are, these two modules are basically, I think, inbuilt modules in Python, right? And inbuilt module basically means that um, it's basically installed when you were installing Python in your computer, they already got installed. But movie pirater is not that. So to install this, you can go to your terminal just like this, just like I did. Then if I'm not wrong, you have to do something like pip install moviepy.editor. Sorry, I did a mistake. I gave this code which you don't have to do. You have to do something like pip install movie pirate editor, if I'm not wrong. If not, then let me just Google it. So yeah, this pypi is the official website. It will tell you of any module you want to use in your Python. It will tell you exactly how you can install this. So I was wrong. I have to do pip install movie to install it, of course. So because editor is kind of a subclass or something, probably, right? So you have to go to your terminal just like this, and you have to do pip install movie to install this. As you can see, it will get installed. And shuttle and sys are, I guess, inbuilt. You can of course check. If they're not there, then you can search on pypi to install them as well. All right, so the next step is that we're going to make a list of all the um, audio extensions we are going to allow, right? So you know what, I'll not waste time and just copy it because it's something which is not very hard to understand, I would say. So yeah, see, audio extensions is a variable I made. Then I made that variable as a list, and I've given MP3, WAV, ASC, FLAC, OGG, and several type of audio extensions which I am going to allow, which basically I am going to use in this project, right? So as I told you before that I'm going to ask the user that what is their desired audio output, right? So yeah, these are all the audio outputs I'm going to allow my user to give right there. So yeah, you can use chat gpt for that, or you can just simply google all the audio extensions and then you can copy paste from there as well. But yeah, I've used chat gpt for that, and yeah, definitely use ai if you want to speedify your game, right? All right, then the next step is that we're going to take the inputs, and let me tell you how. So we're firstly going to take the video input, right? So we're going to make a variable for that video input, and we're going to use this input function, and we're going to write enter the video just like this. right? And then we have to do the same thing, but this time not going to use video input. We're not going to take video input, but we're going to take desired audio input, right? So I would say DSR underscore audio input. All right, this is going to be the name, and enter the video name, enter the audio extension, just like this, right? Input function we've used again. All right, so the next step, let me see. All right, so the next step is that basically we're going to check the desired audio input which my user gave us. Key it is present in this list or not. Why is that? Because see, as I told you before, that we're going to use only these extensions in our project, right? So if the user is like, all right, I want some X audio extension, right, which is not there in my list, which is not there in our list, then we're not going to do that, right? Because then we're going to face an error. So it is a little bit of debugging there as well. So definitely we're going to use it, and we're going to use if else statements for that. So if DSR audio input is not in, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, no, all right, is nahi. So this will work fine. So if DSR audio input not in um, audio extensions, then do what? Then do sys.exit saying sorry, we don't use this extension. Right, so I'm going to explain practically as well that what I was talking about. So just for now, listen and do your code. I'm going to show physically as well. So all right. So what is the next step? Let me see. So okay, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this. See, so I have done what? I have done what? Let me tell you. Uh, So I've made a video input latest, right? So then after that, I have used a f string and I have splitted video input into two parts, right? Before the dot, basically the name, and after the dot, basically the extension, right? And I've used the zero index of the splitted portion, right? So the zero index is what? Zero index will be the name. Because if you know basics of Python, then you should know that zero index is basically the first position, then one index is basically, all right, let's get this simply. Zero index is the first thing which comes in Python, and minus one is the last index which comes in Python, right? So if I'm taking zero, which I have taken, if you see, what I basically mean by is key that I have taken only the name of it and not the extension, right? So before dot name, so I've taken the name, and then I have manually typed this dot, and I have typed mp4, which basically means that no matter what video extension you're inputting, I am going to change it into mp4. And why is that? Because we're not going to get inside of any trouble. We are doing basically a little bit of debugging, you can say, when we don't want to get into any kind of trouble. Yeah, is this reason only. So all right, next step is that we're going to copy the input. All right, so this is a little tricky part, but I will try to make you understand. See, by the way, we're going to use shuttle library for this. All right, so try to understand this. The user, all right, so the user has inputted this video file, right? X video file, and then we're basically going to do some things with this video file, and then we're going to finally extract the audio out of it, right? We're going to do that basically, but we won't do that. And let me tell you why. We won't do that because we don't want to harm the privacy of the user, right? We don't want to use his video file. Of course, we're going to, you know, if we don't see his video file, we can't extract the audio out of it, right? But we don't want, but see, but what we're going to do is that we're going to copy this and duplicate it, just like the previous one. We're going to make x2. So just for example, if this was x1, we're going to make x2, which is exactly the same, just a pasted one, right? You can say. So yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to use shuttle module for that. So yeah, let's see how we can do that. So we're going to do the source path is equal to video input. See, why am I doing this? Please try to understand this again. So um, all right, so just for example, if not if, you know what, let me just copy this file which we're going to use in this video, and copy it and paste it right there. Yeah, here it is, and let me just paste it. All right, so this is the video we're going to use, right? So if we want to give the name of it, how will we write it? We're going to, you know what we're going to write? Just focus on this, right? Just forget all I've written uh, till now, but just focus on this. So if you want to, save this video, how we're going to write it, how we're going to tell Python that I want this video. We're going to write something like this: video, then slash, and then video.mp, right? If there was another folder inside of videos, just like this, all right, videos, videos too, okay? And we're going to paste this a video.mp4 file into this videos too, right? So inside of videos, there is a videos2 folder, and inside of that videos2 folder, here is our video.mp4 file, right? So we're not going to do something like this. What we're going to do is that we're going to do videos slash videos2 and then slash and then video.mp4, right? So that is how we basically tell our computer or Python, you can say, the location, and basically that is how we refer to any file in our programming languages, right? So yeah, you can understand it like that. If you want to get the source path of it, then we have to basically, take it as an input, because input is basically that only. It consists of all the locations, and it consists of the name, extension, everything, right? You get you get my point, right? Because see, here we have the location of it, videos, then slash videos2. We have the location. Video is something which is the name of this file, right? We got that as well. And mp4, which is the extension of it. So we get that as well. So that is what I've been trying to tell you. That source path is basically the video input that user is going to give us, right? I hope that's clear. So, all right. Next thing what we're going to do is that, all right, destination path, right? So destination path is equal to, we've used a f string, and videos, we have gone inside of videos, and we've used video input latest, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you in the next step, right? For now, just see what I'm doing. So shuttle.copy I'm going to do next, just like this. Now what does this shuttle.copy does? Shuttle.copy basically copies the source path and pastes it to the destination path, right? So if you're copying a game from desktop, right, you've copied it and you've pasted it inside of this PC, right? So yeah, that is how you can do it with shuttle.copy function, shuttle library in general, because we all know that there are certain, easy tasks that we can automate with Python, and this is one of them. So basically we can do copy and paste in Python as well with the help of shuttle library. I hope you get it. And yeah, that is how you can do it. You can do something like shuttle.copy. Then you have to give the source path, basically where is the file, right? Where is the file? What is the name of the file in the source path? And then you can basically give its new path, that where you want to paste this file, right? You've copied it, that's good, that's amazing, but where do you now want to paste this, right? That is yeah, paste this. Also you can change the name of it as well. So yeah, that's a plus point as well. So yeah, I've copied it from the source path, and then I want to paste it inside of my destination path, which is basically inside of videos folder, and the name and extension of this is going to be this, right? If you're having a little bit of trouble understanding this, please pause this video and one by one try to understand, right? Because it's not that easy. It just sounds a little bit, confusing. So please stop the video, pause the video, and yeah, you'll get it. All right, so the next step is what? Next step is basically now converting. Now I'm not going to get very deep inside of that, because I already have told this in my previous video, that basically I have showed this mechanics, right, of how this movie pilot editor works. So if you haven't watched that video, that's why I'm telling you that please go watch that video. You're going to understand better. But if you're understanding like this, it's completely fine. Yeah, and the source code is also in the description, so yeah, you can do that as well. You can understand it by looking at my code also. So what I've done is that I've started the converting part, right, which is the main part of our project. We have made a video named variable, and we have done moviepy.editor dot video clip. And what it basically does is that, see, so it takes, if you hover in Visual Studio Code, it takes the file name first, which should be an str. Then there are many variables it takes, but it's not really necessary to give them. So, but you can, all right, you can if you want to get deep inside of that. So if you're understanding these things, it's great, you can do that. But if you don't, just give the file name, which should be an str, and you're good to go, right? So file name I've given destination path, which was basically this. So inside of video, that basically the pasted, the duplicate, that x2 file, right? That x2 file that we've pasted inside of the videos folder, that is now the destination path, right? That is a video where we want to extract, right? We don't want to hurt the user's privacy. That's why we're not using the uh, exact video, that exact file um, he gave us, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to copy paste and make the exact duplicate of that file, and then we're going to, play with that file. so that your privacy is not hurt, and we're going to do our work anyway. So yeah, then we're going to do audio is equal to video dot audio, and that is how easy it is to extract any audio, any to extract audio from any video, right? That is how easy it is. And so at this step we have done it. Now we just have to save it to show it to you guys, right? So how you can save it? You can do something like this. Let me explain what I'm doing right now. Okay, so yeah, um audio dot write audio file, and f is equal to audios. All right, so we want to save it and inside of audios folder, right? And how I'm saying this, so basically this dot audio file function, which is from moviepy editor, by the way, takes these two what the what do you say this um inputs, you can say, right? Just like this copy function takes these whatever you say, these, I'm just forgetting the name of them. So yeah, so this dot write audio file takes two of them. The first of them is basically where you want to save it, right? You've copied, you've extracted the audio, you've done a great job, but now where you want to save that audio, it takes that first, and then it takes uh, all right, so my bad. It takes only one argument. Yeah, argument is the thing, right? Argument is the name. So it only takes one argument. You can of course give more. You can study on write audio file if you want, but yeah, one is enough. So where basically you're saying that yeah, Python is saying that yeah, you've extracted the audio file, that's good. But now where you want to give the location, what name you want, what extension you want, give me every detail. I'm going to do that for you, right? So we've given the location, which is audios, then we've given the name, so we've basically split it. Now again, this is the dot, this is the name, this is the extension, right? And in the middle is the dot. So we've splitted these two, this extension and this name, with this dot, and we've basically used the name, right? So zero index is the name, minus one is the extension. So zero index we've used as a name, so we've written that, as you can see right here, right? You can see it right here. And then we've done dot desired audio extension, which is actually this DSR audio input, right? Which we took earlier from our user. That yeah, it's fine that you want to change it to an audio file, but what is the extension? Because there are many audio file extensions as well, right? Just like video, like video have MP4, it have wave, and more as well. So just like that, oh sorry, wave is not for video, it's for audio extensions only. So there are many audio extensions, right? MP3 is there, wave is there, AC is there, FLAC is there, and many more are there, right? So yeah, that is what something you can choose as well. All right, so you know what? Now let me just drag it down here. Let me not delete videos too, and again let me put it inside of videos folder, right? So it's not something like videos, then videos two, and then the file, right? It's something videos, then the file. Just keep it simple. All right, now let me just run this file and show you guys how it works. So enter the video. As you can see, this is working right now, right? So video input is, it's asking from the user. So let me give this video, and inside of video it's video.mp4, just like this. And then enter the audio extension, so I'm giving mp3. All right, so it's showing me an error which basically says there's no directory such as video, which is true because we have a library named, sorry, a folder named videos and not video, right? So yeah, let me run this one more time. And so audio extension will be WAV, I think. Let's no, you know what, let me give mp3 because that's plain simple. You can use various other extensions as well, like WAV, AAC, flag, etc. So yeah, you know what? Let me just drag it down right here. Why? Because I don't want any confusion there. So basically, when we're copy and pasting it now, so we're copying it from this folder and we're pasting it from this pasting it to this folder, right? Also, so basically, what we're doing is that we're giving the copy location and the paste location exactly the same, which is not shuttle. Shuttle library doesn't work like that, right? You have to give different locations. So yeah, that is why I have dragged the file, the video.mp4 file from this folder, so there's no confusion there. And now let me just run this and show you guys that it works. As you can see, there was a progress bar as well, right? If you notice, there was a progress bar as well. MoviePy library said writing audio file is this, so it gave the location as well. Then it said MoviePy done. So yeah, it's a nice conversation you can automate from moviepy.editor. That's why I like this, right? So all right, as you can see, this was the video we entered, right? We gave to the computer or Python, you can say. We copied it, pasted it right here. Then whatever we did was from this video file and pasted it right here. Basically extracted it audio and pasted it right here, right? So I think if you're getting what I'm saying, let me just uh, run the video and show you that. Yeah, so this is the scene. I am sure every one of you knows the scene. Audio is not going to come, but you know what, I let me just do something like this so that you guys trust me. um yeah, so this was the video, right? Let me run this. I hope you'll be able to hear.
Action, Papa. Papa. Papa.
I hope you were able to, you know, hear the sound. um Let me now show you the audio of it.
Action, Papa. Papa. Papa.
So I hope you were able to listen. You can change the this name of the file as well, just like the, you know, extension. Of course, you can use your own creative mind and do infinite amount of things with your knowledge as well. I'll be putting this code inside my description. So yeah, you can definitely go to my description and copy paste this code if you want. Also, you can make changes. And let me tell you, another big project I have built, which I'm really proud of. So it is actually a website. You know what? Let me just show you. Uh, so basically this is a folder. You can see how big is this folder, right? And I've made this folder. Yeah, let me just, you know, run this website and show it to you guys. I've used Flask, by the way. If you ask me that how did you build this website, I used Flask for it. And let me just show you running rate. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the website I've built. I know the UI is not that great because I'm not an expert in HTML and CSS. I'm an expert in Python, right? So I've used Python in a good manner. You can see here, I've written input your file here. As you can see, you can choose a file from here, like this. You can just click here, and you know what? I'm just giving here what that video only. So yeah, my module 2, then this video. So I'm going to open it, and you can select your extension just like this. I've built a drop down here as well, right? So mp3, wav, then you know there are many audio extensions. I'm just going with wav right now. Then I just have to click on this convert button, as you can see right here. I hope I have to just click here, and yeah, as you can see, this will pop up. Success converted to wav and got downloaded here. You can click here,
Action, Papa.
and as you can see, this audio got downloaded into this folder, right, into this location of my computer. Yeah, you can see, and it's right there.
Papa. Papa.
You know, so yeah, that is how it works. You can cancel it from here as well. I have made many pages of this. So this is the home page, right? This is the tech used page. As you can see, you can request for the source code right here by sending me an email. Then about us is right there. So yeah, co-founder Athar Vakshit, our team. So yeah, graphic designer, and I've just given random names because of course. Then there's a contact page as well. Then there's a login sign up page as well. Again, I would like to say that the UI is not that great because I'm not a HTML CSS expert, right? I'm a Python expert. So yeah, this is, I think, is a good project, right? And yeah, by the way, there's no size limit, so you can use it for a video of 1 MB to a, you know, 100 GB. It's totally upon you, right? So yeah, that is what you can do, and that is what probably is going to be my next video. So definitely, please and subscribe this channel. I will definitely meet you doing awesome stuff like this. Till then, bye.